Hey, what's up, world? Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we in the studio, y'all. We in Chicago, man. It's a nice rainy day, so we just relaxing, right? So we just talking about a few things. A lot of people like when I tell the stories anyway, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all a few stories about this club we used to go to. Some of y'all might remember the warehouse. It was downtown, right? Now my partner, he was the DJ. I'm gonna tell y'all a few stories about Dob because we got a lot of stories with Dob because Dob was the DJ, right? So he DJing at this club. First night, I goes down here. I go in there, hang out a little bit. So I don't drink, so it's not turning me on like that. I sipped a few coolers and then I come back outside. I'm kind of watching my car. We wasn't supposed to be planning on being there long because I think I was picking up somebody that wasn't planning on really being there. So I end up there, right? So, there was a little altercation happening outside. A man was arguing with this woman or something. And he had another woman in the club. They wouldn't let in the club, so they got and made him come out to have to deal with this other chick and her and him arguing, right? Security standing there, so we kind of sitting there watching it. And it's wintertime in Chicago though, so it was fucking cold. I'm like, shit, I ain't finna stand out here watching these motherfuckers argue. So the girl standing there talking to me, she said, "You got a light?" I'm like, "No, I don't got no light. I got one in the car, but I ain't got no light, on me." She said, "Oh, okay, So we stand there for a few minutes. I'm like, "Fuck this, I'm going." I'm walking to the car, and I guess she kind of looks. She like, "You said you got a light. Did I ask you? Did you have a light?" I'm like, "Yeah, my car right there." She like, "Oh," so she walks over to the car. And I get in the car, started up, let the window down, give her a light. She fires it up and she's standing there, she smoking and shit. I'm like, shit, this cold, baby. You can get in for a minute, shit. You ain't got to stand out there. She like, okay, thank you. She already done peeped. It's a nice car. She like, damn, this nigga got some money, right? She walks around, get in. I swear, y'all, just lit this bitch cigarette. When she got to the passenger side and got in the car, the cigarette was gone. I said, I thought I just lit a cigarette for you. What is it? Oh, it's gone. That was a short. I'm like, short? I ain't want to say nothing till I saw this a broke bitch. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's just my thought, ladies. I'm just telling you, I saw this a broke bitch. But it ain't no thing. So she get in the car. I think we had what color was I in? Oh, if I was in the Beamer or something. Damn. Maybe it was the brick phone. I think we had, remember back in the day they had them big phones and shit. I think she synced the cell phone. And she said, damn, back then you had to have real money to have a cell phone. Everybody didn't have them. So she like, damn, is that a car phone? I'm like, yeah. Do it work? I'm like, yeah, it worked. She said, oh. She looked and she said, are you rich? I'm like, no, I ain't rich, but I'm pretty well off though. I'm comfortable. We doing all right because we getting it. So I'm like, shit, I'm well off though. Can I use that phone? I'm like, yeah, you can use it. She calls her girlfriend, hello. Hey girl, she like, what's up? What you doing? Nothing, I'm down here at the curb, girl. You wouldn't believe I just got in the car. I'm in the car with a nigga that's well off. This what she said to her girlfriend, right? And she like, oh, what you gonna do? She like, nothing. I'm just sitting in the car. I'm waiting on such and such and whatever she said to the bitch. And they talked for a minute. And I'm like, damn, you out of cigarettes already? I said, man, I'll buy you a pack of cigarettes, man. The store and restaurant down here. She said, what you? I'm like, yeah. So I pulls down there. And we go in there, it's like a little diner. And we sit down, they serve food in there and they sell cigarettes. I said, let me get a pack of cigarettes. And then I'm like, damn, I'm gonna grab something to eat while I'm sitting here. I'm like, let me get them 2 hot dogs. I'm like, you want something? No, I don't want nothing. I'm like, you sure? You can get something? No, I'm alright. No. So we sit there. As soon as the food comes, this bitch pick up one of the hot dogs. I want to, bitch, I told you to get you one. Get your own. But I played it cool. I'm like, I just told this motherfucker to get something. Women, I don't know why y'all do that, but this is what y'all do, you know. So naturally, she comes with me the first night. She spends the night. We have a good time, do what we do. The next day, I drops her off, and I done had a real good time. I'm like, damn, I'm saying to myself, this club might be alright. I done had a one night stand the first night. I might come down here more often, right? So, I ain't no cheap nigga. I'm like, and I'm getting that now. I'm like, boo, I give her $40 like take. She's like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. She kissed me. I'm gonna call you. I'm like, yeah, I call me. I leave. That's the first time we down there, right? I go down here again with the guys. This night we got all the guys down here. Something happened outside. Well, now my guys is arguing with a motherfucker. I come out late. They must have been arguing already. So I come out kind of late. And I'm like, what's going on? And one of my guys was arguing with the nigga. Ooh. Now, they ain't told me they didn't let this nigga walk to the car and get a pistol. I didn't know this because I just come out. So I'm telling my man, why am I y'all finna argue with this nigga, man? Me and my boy Pat was with me. We punched this nigga about the same time. Now, Patrick is like a robber. That's the nigga I told you called the spy bodies yesterday. So Patrick move was to knock a nigga out and go in his pocket. So he knocked the nigga out and he reaching for his pocket. I'm trying to stump the nigga and the nigga up that pistol and boom! I swear that motherfucker went between my legs. I jumped like, what the fuck? Pew! Not everybody running. Niggas is running to their cars and shit. My car, my other guy in it, he waiting on me to get in. He under the driver's seat. He pulls off. I'm running. I jump in the car with Dob, my other boy, and we take off, right? We heading home. We downtown, right? Now we at 43rd. This nigga in my motherfucking car and just realized I ain't in the goddamn car. Now he pulls over. So I said, pull behind this nigga, man. I'm wondering how long they gonna notice I ain't in the goddamn car, right? And he pulled over. He died. He like, shrimp in there. I'm like, yeah, fine time for you to ask, motherfucker. You damn near at home, nigga. You ain't supposed to pass 22nd Street and I ain't in the damn car, nigga. You know what I mean? So, I'm a little upset, but I ain't tripping. I'm like, yeah, let's keep on rolling, though, right? So we went on to the crib, right? So we used to go down there a lot. Now, boy, Dob had a nice Chevy, rims on it, hell of a sound. He a DJ, so music was his thing. So we used to go out. We was going down there to this little club because he used to DJ down there. So we at the warehouse like every other Friday or Saturday. We down there. So when we would leave, we always have women and shit with us and shit. So one Saturday, we getting ready to leave, and we pick a restaurant we go hit. So we didn't want nothing from downtown or west, with that shit, Jewtown. So, cause we hit that a few nights, we decide we go get something in the hood. So man, let's just hit White Castle. So I asked the chick, you want some White Castle? She's like, yeah. Mo them like, yeah. So his girl, she's like, yeah, that's cool. So I follow him to White Castle, right? He go in there first. And, I think I stopped and did something. I pull up like 2, 3 minutes later. He didn't get out the car to go order. When I tell you I've been had ESP a long time of just being observant. When I say shit, it always happens. You feel me? When I pulled up, he in the restaurant. This bitch done turned his radio up to 10. And that bitch banging. Bum, 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 bum. It's bumping. Now this is the carjacking era. You know what I mean? So I walks in there, I'm like, hey dog. He like, what's up? I'm like, go tell that bitch to turn your music down. That bitch go get your car took, man. He like, that's my shit bumping like that. I'm like, yeah. Cause he thinking he didn't have his fucking radio on when he came in here. He didn't even know that was his car making all that damn noise. I'm like, yeah, this bitch go get your damn car took. Okay. He go down there, make her turn it down. Next week, same thing. We goes out. We kicking it. We leave the club. We go get something to eat. He want to go get something on 95th. He with the same chick. I'm not with him. I'm at home with another chick. He went to 95th to the damn, they got a Maxwell up there, y'all. So he gets out the car. A nigga seen him get out the car. And before he could even get to the thing good, the nigga walked, opened the door, jumped in his car, and pulled off. I swear to God, I don't know if this nigga had a cord in his hand and knew my number so quick. He got me on the phone so quick. He like, Trump, a nigga just jumped in my motherfucking car, pulled off, man. I'm like, where you at? He said, I'm on 95th and the damn ride. I could hear the pipes on his car. You know them doors. I could hear the car getting out of there. I'm like, that's your shit? He like, yeah. I'm like, God damn. It's 3:30 in the fucking morning. I gets my girl up. She wasn't asleep. So come on, ride with me. I go pick my man up. His damn, they done stole his car. Me and her go picked him up, right? They done pulled off with the car with the chick in the goddamn car. So I pick him up. He got the food. He get in the car. Man, let me drive, man. Because he wants to go look for his damn car. So I'm like, all right, I let him drive. Me and my girl get in the back. And we get a page. It's his bitch. They done put her out on 63rd and goddamn it, the damn rhyme. They just made her get out, right? She gets out, we pick her up. So we riding up all the alleys, any place where we know caught these be at. We looking for this fucking car. And I'm talking about he looking. And I'm sitting in the back. I'm dozing off. Me and my girl just cuddled up and he riding around. Man, listen, I swear to God, I had a full tank of fucking gas when I picked that nigga up. That nigga rode all night into the fucking sun, came up, and then I guess he just gave it up, right? And he like, damn, man. And he came on to the crib, he like, shit, He got out the car, him and her, she still go with him. They go in the house. We stayed on the same block, so he parked in my driveway, and he just walked down the alley to his house. I'm like, man, your food, dog. Man, fuck that shit, man. He was mad as a motherfucker, y'all. He dumped this shit in the car. I said, grab that shit, babe. We took it in the house. We ate that shit. That shit was good too. I think it was a hamburger and we ate the shit. It was good. And he was mad, I'm like, this is the least you can do, motherfucker. Took my whole night up, ran out of all my gas. I didn't even ask him for no money. We was having money, so it wasn't shit. I'm like, God damn. This nigga, the motherfucker car was there on E. I'm like, damn, this nigga rode all night. It took them a minute. We got the car back. They just took the rims, you know. They got my other boy like that same thing. He had a Chevy with rims on it. He had some 30 spokes and nice shit sounds. They got him, took his shit. We kept pistols and shit in the car. They put his shit. We found it on 43rd. It was sitting on milk crates, right? Man, the motherfucker gun was still in the car. These niggas took the rims off. They ain't even searched the car, the gun under the seat. The police like, yeah, we called him and told him, yeah, we found your car. And he said, yeah, you gonna need a tow truck or you gonna need some wheels to put on it. They took the ram. He like, all right. They say, yeah, we found the gun in the car. He like, a gun? He said, yeah, you don't know nothing about no gun? He said, hell no, I didn't want no gun in that car. Shit, it was his gun. But he wasn't gonna tell them that. He like, damn, you know. And then some people, right, do shit they see other people doing. I'm at the movie, right? I'm in this van and shit. I pulls up in the handicap spot. Bam, I'm parked there. So another nigga, he got rims on his car. I guess he think, cause I had rims on my van, I'm flexing and parked in the handicap spot. He like, yeah, I'm gonna park here too. Fuck it. All right. But I got a handicap sticker. He ain't even paid no attention to that. You know, it was bogus, but I had one. So I put my shit in the window. Me and my girl goes in the movie. Him and his girl go in the movie. When he comes out, we come out. His shit is gone. He looking all around. He walking around and shit like he think it could be somewhere else. She's standing by my truck. She like, we park right here. He like, no, you sure, babe? She like, we'll park next to this van. You know, you don't remember us coming in together? He like, I'm like, damn, dog, they told your shit. I said, you do know this is a handicap spot. He like, yeah, but why your shit? I said, he said, oh, man, god damn. Damn, I ain't paid no attention. I said, yeah, I didn't just park here. The park here, bro. I got a brother that's in a wheelchair, so I had his handicap sticker, you know, so I used to put it up there. Shit, I ain't just parked there. I'm like, yeah, your shit on Doty Road, bro. I said, you got money to get your shit out the pound? Yeah, man, I can't get down. I'm like, bro, I'll take you down there if you got money and all your shit. I can take you down there. With you, bro? I'm like, yeah, you know, y'all fucked up. It's about 11:30, you know, him and his girl. So I took him down there because, listen, they took so many fucking cars from me. I knew that motherfucker exactly where it was, 103rd and Doty Road. I took him straight down there, you know. Listen, they were just bringing his shit in the gate, you know. I said, that. He said, there go my shit right there. It was like 3 tow trucks, and you know, they let one in and the other one in, and they hadn't even put his shit in there yet. And you know, I'm like, yeah, see, you in good timing, man. You know, you can tell them right now, you coming to get that motherfucker, they can drop that bitch. You know, if you ain't got no tickets and no shit like that. He's like, nah, I'm alright, man. He said, you think they let me get my shit out the jam? I'm like, yeah, especially while I was on the tow truck. You know, I'm like, yeah. So I went in there with him because I knew every motherfucker worked in there. I knew my shit. And they like, Jewett, not you again. I'm like, no, this my man. That's his car right here. It ain't even in here. I said, hey, he need to get his damn information out the glove box though. She's like, yeah, tell the tow truck driver. And he talked to the tow truck driver. He said, hey man, this is me. I'm finna get it. Let me get out my shit out the glove box. He said, all right. So he had his keys. He hit the alarm. Opened the door, got his shit out, went in there. In his car, no problem. Got his car back. I said, that's what your ass get for flexing, you know, right? So my boy Dodd, right, he was the DJ. This motherfucker, this when he was younger too, right? This motherfucker DJing everywhere. We goes to this place on 75th, right off Vincent. It's a gay club, y'all. But we don't know it. We with the DJ. We been carrying the milk crates in, and he in there DJing. It's a job for him, so he ain't thinking nothing of it. But he never invited us, so we in the place. We thinking we can sit in here while he spin, because we don't know it's a gay club. So it ain't long for we getting hit on, right? And my boy motherfucker said something else. What? Man, what the fuck? We start noticing, man, these motherfuckers is, so for an argument starts. What? Man, you better get your pussy ass away from me. I'll slap the shit out you. You think they bitches because they dress like, but these are men. You know what I mean? Man, we goes outside and my boy thinks he can slap this bitch because she got a wig on. But like I say, this is a man. He slapped that bitch. And boy, listen, the chick wig come off, and all I see is this say boop, boop, boop. And I'm talking about it turns into a full-fledged riot, y'all. It's like 5-on-5. We out here fighting these motherfucking gay guys that we didn't know, was gay. I'm talking about it went down. Nigga got gold chains here, phones, money, shit everywhere. When the police pull that, the niggas all they police was laughing so hard. They like, man, this shit happened every week. He said, he said, let me guess. Y'all didn't know this was a gay club. Hell no, we ain't know this no motherfucking gay club. Fuck you mean? Do we look like we gay motherfuckers? He said, yeah, and y'all look like y'all had a run for y'all money. They ain't women, is they? Hell no, these ain't women. These motherfuckers start fighting hard. I'm talking about niggas picking up gold chains over here. That's my phone over there. Hand me my shoe, man. Damn, this bitch nigga. My face off. This bitch nigga right here started the shit. Don't try to flirt with me, man. I don't know this no gay joint, man. My man, all this shit happened. This motherfucker still inside DJing. Still inside DJing. The fight didn't happen. They writing police reports and shit. Every nigga come in got y'all look take paper in his hand, a ticket or something they passed out, right? We walking in there night. What the happened? Motherfucker, you know what happened, goddamn it. Fuck you talking about what happened. Why you didn't tell us this was damn gay joint? Shit, it don't matter. I'm just gonna spend a few hours, man. I ain't think shit of it, man. I'm like, motherfucker, you could at least gave us a heads up. We'd have waited outside or came back and picked you up, nigga. Shit, let's go. I'm like, that's it. That was crazy, boy. A gay joint. And boy, that police, he laughed so fucking hard, man. He said, man, I see this shit every week. He said, them motherfucker ain't no women, is it? I said, hell no. I said, shit, you see how serious it got? I'm talking about this shit everywhere. Motherfucker dresses, toe off, wigs and shit, glasses. They be dressing all fancy and eyelashes and shit. Man, we beat them motherfucker niggas up out of that shit. All them motherfuckers that looked like women in the beginning, they looked like men when they went back in that motherfucker. They had to come up out of that shit. Dresses hanging off and shit. One of them shoes missing and shit. We had a hell of a fight out there, boy. I'm talking about. That's crazy. And look, let me tell you about this other chick. Women always be playing little games, right? Well, I won't say she playing games, but she want to switch it up at the end. Same club, warehouse, I'm down here. So I had a little line. I'm like, damn, baby, you looking pretty good. I see. You just getting here? She like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, go on, do your thing, move around. But before you leave, come holler at me, let me get your number. You know? She's like, okay. So she do her little roaming and, this happened to be the night my cousin is down here with me, my girl cousin, right? So she go do her little thing. She finna get ready to leave or whatever. And she coming back like, okay, well, damn, ain't nothing really going. I'm gonna go holler at this nigga right here. Go and get this number, right? When she come back, she like, damn, I was coming to give you my number, but you seem like you already occupied. I'm like, oh, no, girl, this my cousin. She said, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, no, I'm serious. This is my real cousin. She, I'm like, look, babe, no, for real. I'm trying. She walking off like anyway. So I'm like, look, it was a chick with her. I'm like, come here. I said, let me see your ID, cause we had showed our ID, so we had them right in our pockets and shit. I'm like, look, when I showed, I said, look at that. She's like, she said, girl, he ain't lying. This is cousin. They got the same last name. She ain't thinking about that girl. So, I'm like, I'm trying, because she was really looking good. I'm trying to convince her, damn, bitch, no, this is my cousin. My cousin, like, man, fuck that bitch, cuz you ain't got to be fuck her trying to prove to her. Fuck her, let her go. You know? Yeah, my girl here, she like you said, she already said that shit when we was following you to the fucking warehouse down. And she like, I like your cousin, he cool. So she like, I already got you situated, nigga. Fuck that bitch, right? So I guess her girl give me the number. Now it's time to go. We getting out. Now she see me in the car. She like, God damn. This nigga got rims and shit. Damn, I shouldn't have been trying to act so hard to get. Now she see me. She see the car. She comes to the car. It's wintertime. No, I try to act like I ain't see her. I let them window down. Yeah, what's up? She like, hey, you finna go? I'm like, yeah. She say, yeah, I was coming to give you my number. I'm like, yeah, I know, but that's all right. We finna get ready to get up out of here anyway. My cousin, I'm pulling off. I just pulled off on the bitch. She like, damn. Yeah, bitch, that's what you get. You know, that's what your ass get. And then remember the girl I told you I had the one night stand with? I seen her a month and a half later, right? She see me like, there go that guy. This bitch come running to the car. Now I'm with another woman though, so I had to kind of play it shady, right? I let the woman like, yeah, what's up? She's like, hey, you remember me? She like, man, I meant to call you. I lost your number. The light turned green. I'm like, yeah, well, you should have been more careful with it. I pulled off. I know she like, God damn, man. God damn. Now, for you people who don't live in the city, it get cold as hell in Chicago. Let me tell you this story. I had a girl or somebody I used to take to work in the hundreds, right? Way in the hundreds. So it's this pretty woman I used to see on the bus stop every day. Every day I'm trying to holler, hey, how you doing? Now I knew she was going down my way. I'm like, where you going? Because I got out and talked to her one day. And she like, I said, where you going? She said, I'm going down to a 70 something house. I said, damn, that's exactly where I'm going, man. I can give you a ride. No, I'm all right. It's summertime. She, no, I'm all right. I'm like, you sure? She like, yeah, I'm all right. So I talked to her till the bus come. See, all right. She get on the bus. I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. Every day I'm trying to talk to this girl. She don't want to take the ride. Every day I'm like, I'm going that way again. Every morning this my route, baby. You can take this ride. She didn't want to take it. All summer this bitch been shooting me down. Boy, it hit one of them 20 below 0 days. And I pull up at the light. I didn't look her fucking way. I'm like this. Purposely. Here she goes. Damn, this nigga ain't looking. Here she goes. I act like I ain't here. I turn that. Oh, hey, what's up, baby? I let the window down. I ain't even unlocked the door. I'm like, hey, what's up? She like, what's up? She said, didn't you say you be going down my way? I'm like, yeah. I've been telling you that every day, And what can I ride this time? Because it's cold. I unlocked the door. I'm like, yeah, all right. She got in. She like, ooh, thank you, man. It's so cold. I said, yeah, I know it's cold. I started not to even let your ass in. That's why I wasn't looking at it. She said, I know you was doing that on purpose. You damn right. I've been asking you every fucking day in the summertime, did you want this ride? Did you want this ride? I wasn't even really jugging at her like that. I'm just saying, baby, I'm going this way. She looked good. I didn't ever even ask her for a number, none of that. So I sat there. I'm like, you want me to wait while the bus comes? You can sit here and get one. No, you can go on here, just go on down. I'm like, yeah, now she want to ride, y'all. So I cruise on down there, ain't no problem, right? Drop her off exactly where I told this bitch I'm going and I stay. She's going 1 block down. I'm on 73rd. She on 72nd. She worked at this little store, right? Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time in the summer, but I don't know you like that. I said, what's the difference now? You didn't know me in the summer. You don't know me fucking now. So what's the difference? Now you getting in the car. His car says cold as hell. That's the difference. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but man, you know how it is. Yeah. She's like, let me give you my number. I said, no, I don't need it. I said, well, just give me your number. I said, don't call me, cause shit, I'm not coming back that way. Oh man, don't be like that. Don't be mad. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you just want to try to get a ride home. Don't call me, bitch. I was dead serious. You know why? Just like I ain't said nothing to her. I called, look, this damn bitch. I knew she was gonna call me. It's time she getting off, she wanna ride back. I sure did not take it out there. Guess what I did, y'all? I changed my motherfucking route on her ass. Next day, cold as hell, she thought she was gonna see me. Guess what I did? Went up the block behind Halsted and passed her stop and turned out. The bitch synced me too. She like, oh, this nigga didn't. No, this nigga didn't go down the block, a block down, and I can see him turning on horses. She like, oh, this nigga dirty. Cause she called me. She like, oh, I can't believe you did me like that this morning. I'm like what? She said, I seen you, we went up that street, you come up Union, and then I see you turn up Halsted after you passed me. I said, oh, you seen that, huh? Yeah, I seen that. I said, you was looking for me, huh? Man, come on, man. I'm like, well, that's a joy as get. You treated me all summer. Am I supposed to be just laying it out for you like, oh, well, okay, thank you. I'll take you down there now, bitch. Stand on your business. Stand on what you said. All summer you thought it was cool. I'm too dangerous, maybe. You treat me like I'm a creep that you scared to get in the car with. But now you want to get in the car with me in this winter? No. No, fuck that shit. Hey, men have feelings too, women, and we play dirty sometimes too. I love to get a bitch back. Oh, you want to play shady? All right. You'll need me one day. That cold ass day came, boy. I swear, when I pulled up, I didn't look her way. I'm purposely just looking down and that way, like she knew it too. She said, "This motherfucker think he's slick. He purposely ain't looking this way." all summer this nigga was looking at me. Now it's winter. Yeah, damn right. I don't want to talk to you, because you just using me for a ride. And it seemed like all relationships like that, people, we use each other. And I be wondering how. I look at pictures, y'all. Sometimes just think of this. You look at pictures. Men sit on their cars, show the car and all that shit. And what women do, show their asses and all this. You look at pictures, I'm like, damn, well, ladies, what y'all think a man want? Is this what you showing? Did y'all see the story where the nurse got fired at the job? Listen, boy, let me tell y'all something. TikTok is done fucked a lot of y'all up. Hey, if you go home, do TikTok, all that doing that shit at work, I'm telling you, that ain't cool. Cause some of y'all employees is not impressed. They do not like seeing their company on fucking TikTok. Well, this lady, this nurse, it wasn't a bad picture, but it wasn't a really good picture either. It was kind of like 50-50. But I see why the people, were upset because they like, she was at the nursing station, she should be working. She looking in the camera and she had a big old ass too, right? And she's showing it, and she got her scrub pull up purposely. All you can see but ass. So you look at the picture, you like, damn, this bitch got a big old ass and decent. Nice picture, nice looking woman. But all you will see is ass. So when her employer seen it, that's what he seen. All this ass. He's like, damn, this ain't the type of image we want to portray at our nursing facility. You sitting here posing for the camera, showing your ass, and it was somebody at the damn desk where she's supposed to be talking to the customer or whoever the patient was. So they like, look at her. She posing for the camera with her ass out and she ain't even tending to the customer. Would you believe they fired her ass? Fired her ass. They fired another nurse. This bitch so crazy. She took a picture with one of her patients. He was in a was he in a wheelchair? Well, he was sitting in a chair. And he was paraplegic. He couldn't move. He was in the bed. He couldn't move. This bitch then got on the bed, got her ass in his face, and took a picture. Boy, the bosses think that they fired that bitch on the spot. And the bad part about it, one of her co-workers took the picture. I bet you she didn't get fired though. And I'm like, what the hell was you thinking? You standing on top of this man? Wow. I worked in them facilities, y'all. I worked there. I was security I worked at two of those facilities, so I know how they run and all that. And, I was like the police around there. I'm security. I'm monitoring the facility, right? So the owner, I caught two couples having sex, right? I make them stop. Man, y'all supposed to be doing that. Ooh, stop. So I think I told one of the supervisors, I was like, yeah, I just called such and such in there, fuck it, right? And he said, Jewett. I said, what? He said, they live here, man. Where else they supposed to fuck at? I'm like, I didn't think about that. He's like, yeah, that's what they do. Let them do that, man. No, you can't stop them from having sex. That's not your job, man. Fuck that. Monitor the desk. You can search the rooms or do with something like that. You got to do a sweep, but I come back there one time. I smelled cocaine. I searched the room, y'all. I find 4 pipes back there. It's a white boy and 2 other people, 3 people. It's a 4-man room. This motherfucker going over on the next block buying his cocaine. I told y'all I had a friend work there. He was from Lakeside over there on that back road. And they knew me as Raphael's supervisor. So I walked over there because he was crazy. And he used to get off that shit and act up. So I went over and I said, hey man, do me a favor. I said, that white boy, don't serve his ass. That's one of my patients and he will act crazy when he get off that shit. Boy, he went over there and they wouldn't serve that motherfucker. He come back, he was mad at me. You told him don't serve me. You motherfucker, you asshole. You went over there, and they won't serve me, man. I had to walk the 79th Street. Well, hey, I don't give a fuck, but I said, your ass better smoke that shit outside. Because if I smell it and catch you in the room, your ass getting put up out of here. He was mad at me, When the supervisor come, he like, now that Jewett, that's what you're supposed to do. He said that cocaine and shit, they don't supposed to be using that shit in here. But the sex, they can have. That's how it be the first month, 6 months you there. After that, man, I don't give a fuck what these people do. But one thing we used to do is you have to take account. This how they work, right? If you here and I come on this shift, I have to count everybody, right? And this is how they taught me. The first day I got there, he said, my supervisor taught me like he said, Jewett, if you do not see the person, don't mark him here. And you can't take the count from the guy that's there. He can't even tell you. So if I'm there and you come, you got to count and you got to tell me the number. If the number ain't correct, you got to count again. They do the same thing in the penitentiary. They do the same thing in the county jail. If that count ain't right, y'all probably guys have been in jail. Counts clear. You hear when they say counts clear, that means count is correct. They do it in the county jail, in the penitentiary. We did the same thing in the nursing home. So when I come there, I count the people. I said, I got 100. He said, no, count again, Judd. I'm like, I count again. I got 100 people, bro. He said, no, G. He didn't want to tell him, but he got 101. He like, yeah. I said, okay, so when two of the officers don't agree, y'all got to count together. Now, me and him walking together, we doing the count, right? And he counting his little sheet. And then I'm like, man, that's 100 people. So I look at his sheet. I said, man, you got Walter Johnson here? I didn't see no fucking Walter Johnson. He said, no, Walter here. I said, where he at? I didn't see him. So now we looking for him. Where the fuck Walter at? Because he should be here, according to his sheet. So now we have to check with the nurse. We walks around to the nurse. I said, Miss Johnson. She said, yeah. I said, where's Walter at? She said, oh, Walter's in the hospital. I looked at him and said, motherfucker, you counted him here? He's like, when he went to the hospital? She said, he went to the hospital yesterday. Yesterday. He like, no, I seen Walter earlier. She said, baby, you ain't seen Walter here. Walter been gone since yesterday. He like, damn. I said, you took the count from that nigga last night. I sure did, Jewett. I said, nigga, you the one told me. What you told me when I first started working here. I know it. Damn. I said, man, and it's dangerous because if that nigga had got hit or something out in the street or got hurt at the hospital and the insurance found out that we had him marked there, they wouldn't want to pay shit. You know what I mean? They'd be like, no, y'all had him marked like he was here. He shouldn't have been out there if y'all had him marked in the facility. We not paying for the shit. And the insurance company would not honor the claim. You know what I mean? So it's real serious when you're dealing with that paperwork. And I used to want to chase some of them people, man. Shit. It was this one guy. I remember the guy when I first started working there. He said, Jewett, the way they be moving slow. He said, don't worry, you go out to chase a motherfucker. He said, but the way they moving slow, he said, when they hit that door, they ain't gonna be moving like that. And boy, he one line. When I did get one of the jail breaks, and the guy took out. I'm talking about, I ain't never seen the motherfucker run so fast in my life. He hit the back door. I went to the back door, and I'm like, I knew he had to come all the way around the building to get back and come by me. So I stopped, turn around. I'm going to catch him at the front door. Before I could get out the front door, he going past. I'm like, damn. He moving that quick. He done ran from behind the building around and lapped me already, past me before I could get out the door, right? So I get out the door. I'm chasing this nigga. He started getting ahead. I'm like, he getting too far. I stopped, turned around, went, got my car. I jumped in the car, and this motherfucker was running. I'm talking, he running fast. Man, I chased him down. I act like I'm the police, man. I pull up on the curb. Skirt! Blocked him in, jumped out and grabbed him. He said, okay. I ain't gonna run no more. I ain't gonna try to run. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. I got him, put him in the back seat. Boom. I'm on the damn curb, y'all. You hear me? The police pull up. They say, what's going on here? I said, man, it's one of my patients, man. He tried to run, man. We from the nursing home on exchange. I bagged that motherfucker off the curb. I didn't even hardly give him no conversation. I said that to him and left. They didn't even trip. All right? 10 minutes later, that motherfucker was walking through that front door. You know, they like, we better check on this because we might have just synced the fucking kidnapping. And we ain't being alert on it. They came around and the first thing they could see was my car door. So they knew, okay, he in here. Now let's go see where the fuck he at. They walked in there. I'm at the desk. I sent them. I saw. So y'all checking up on me, huh? They like, yeah, man, we just making sure we didn't witness a kidnapping. I'm like, all right, well, the nurse signing him back in now. Let me take you over there. One of y'all can come. The other one, you got to stay at this front desk, man. I can walk. So I walked the officer around there and let him talk to the nurse. And he like, yeah, this guy just ran away. Jewett just catched him and brought him back. He like, yeah, we just witnessed that. That's why we just checking and make sure, we didn't witness a kidnapping. Nothing. He like, no, he tried to escape. He said, I'm writing him up now. We gave him a shot. He's going to calm down and we're going to leave him here. This motherfucker used to escape all the time, though, right? I'm coming to work one day, y'all. I stopped to get me some chicken. I'm in the place, order my little food, and you know how they have that big ass mirror and you can see behind you. So I order my stuff and I'm standing there and I look in the mirror. I'm like, turn around. What the fuck? I think his name was Charles. So I'm like, he's sitting over there. I said, I said, what you doing up here? I said, how long you been up here? He said, no, I didn't ask him. I asked him, I said, how long he been up here? He said, about 2 days. They said, he don't do nothing but sit there, She said, we be feeding him. And then he stay there. And then when we close up, he leave. We think he stay back there in the back. I said, no, that's my patient from the nursing home. He escaped. He don't supposed to be out here. She's like, dude. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take him back though. Make me an order for him. Or she's like, well, you don't have to pay for that. I'm giving him a couple of pieces. She just put some in the box for him. And I went over to my child. What you doing up here? He like, hey, Jewett. I'm like, you been out a couple of days now. You ready to go back? He like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I got you some chicken, man. You hungry? And gave him the food. So come on. I took him back, right? And I pull up at the job. I come in with the motherfucker security like, man, what the hell? Where you find him at, Jewett? I said, this motherfucker was at Popeyes, man. He said, what? I said, yeah. I go in there to order some food, and this motherfucker is sitting there. They say he been there 2 days. He like, yeah, he escaped Wednesday. Jewett, it's Friday. I said, God damn, bro. And trust me, that there is like a prison, y'all. They listen. They make so much money in them nursing homes. Anybody got some money? If you got enough money to buy you a nursing home, it's a good business to have. Let's say these people get $1,000. Some of them get 5, 6,000. They get all their money. They only give them $30 a month. I don't think it was weekly. It wasn't every week. It was a month. $30 for the whole month. You know, and they was keeping all their money, right? Now, it's true they give them food, clothes, and their medication. So that covers a lot of the costs, but it's a lot of extra money they have too, especially because some of them people get 2 and 3 checks. Listen, one person got so much money that it was a nurse worked with us when we was over there on West Side. This bitch took 3 patients home with her. Signed them out and let them come live with her. She like, hell, I take care of him every day anyway. This motherfucker get 6,000 a month. He get 9,000. They keep his whole check. And she started getting his money and all that, and she took care of him. And she picked some good ones, the ones that wasn't on no heavy medication that she had to medicate. She just fed them, let them stay at their house, and she come up like a fat rat. They never found out. She had somebody else come sign them out, and when they took them out, they was at her house. I talked to the lady every day, and I said, "How they doing?" She said, "They doing fine." She said, "They sit there and watch TV." She said, "My cousin, I pay him to watch him while I'm gone. He just watch TV with him, and he said they don't bother nobody. They like the fact they can go to the refrigerator and stuff on their own. And first they were so programmed, they like, can I go to the refrigerator? Like, yeah, go ahead. You don't have to ask to go to the refrigerator. Go get what you want. All that's your stuff in there. That juice, that's yours. That's yours, because she's taught them how to go shopping. So they had their own pops and stuff in there. And this crazy, when I was working at the place, y'all, some of these people were on restriction. They couldn't go out by themselves. So by me being considerate, I would come to work and it'd be like 5 of them lined up because I used to take them to the store every day. So I let them know once I do my count and I clear the count, then I'll walk them to the store because the store went on but like a half a block anyway. So once I count and clear, I asked the guy at the desk, all right, now give me 5 minutes, let me walk them to the store, get their little stuff, because they would be looking forward to me coming every day. They would be ready at 3 o'clock. I'm talking about they sitting there, they got their coats on and their stuff, and they ready to go. And these elderly people, nice elderly people, right? So I would do this every day. We got this one goddamn counselor. Now, he's supposed to talk to them. Naturally, they supposed to call to him and he sign off. Because he didn't talk to one of the guys, he put the man on restriction. A little white man named Walter. Ain't gonna hurt nobody, y'all. All he wanted to do, walk to the store, get him a Pepsi, a little one, not even a big one, a little Pepsi, come back, and he's straight for the day. So I'm getting ready to take him out. I said, Walter, I said, what your name doing on restriction? He said, I'm not on restriction. I said, yes, you will. When you get on the restriction list. He said, I shouldn't be on restriction. I'm like, oh, man, I can't take you to the store, bro. That's against the rules. If I take you and something happens, we in trouble, man. I said, man, I'll bring your pop back, okay? He said, okay. So I went brought his pop back. I was mad than a motherfucker. I went around there. I said, come on, Walter, we finna get to the bottom of this right now. I knocked on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, yes. I said, man, why is Walter on restriction, man? What's going on? When he get on restriction? Well, I've been telling him to come talk to me. He ain't come. I said, come on, man. You could have sent him at the hallway and talked to him. All you had to do is sign his name. He said, well, he didn't come in the office, Juliet, so I put him on restriction. I'm like, Anthony, You throwing your weight around. You know goddamn well you didn't have to put that man on restriction because he didn't come in your office and sit down and you go ask him about 3 fucking questions. Is everything all right? Everything going all right for you? Good? You great? Yeah, okay. You don't need anything? Okay. And you go sign off on him. You go put the man on the restriction list where he can't go out. That's all they want to do is go to the store. They can't go by themselves, so we have to walk them to the store. But they still have to have clearance to leave the building. I was so mad. I'm like, this egging ass little nigga. He had a PhD or something. He thought he was somebody, you know. Me and him didn't get along at all. I was fucking a nurse. He was fucking a nurse. I think you ain't no better than me, nigga. Your punk ass out of here. And my wife look better than your bitch. You know, so you ain't on nothing. Anyway, man, let me go down here. I'll let my people for a minute, man. I'll holler at y'all later, man.